The word icon gets thrown around a lot when it comes to Hollywood, but for our next guest, it just fits. All right, just take a look. We first came to know Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween, a thriller that is still a major franchise 46 years later. From there, a string of iconic movies, from Trading Places to A Fish Called Wanda to True Lies. And then, at the age of 64, I mean, what do? I'll tell you what Jamie did. She wins an Oscar for her performance in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And then she followed it up a year later with a guest Emmy appearance win for The Bear. And, of course, on top of all those things, she's also a best-selling author. She works as an activist, which is one of the most prominent things you do. We're going to talk about all of it with Jamie, including her new project, The Sticky, on Prime. She's an executive producer on the series, and you'll see her in that, too. So that story, loosely based on the real life and unusual heist that made headlines back in 2012. Take a look.
$150 million worth of maple syrup just sitting in the woods.
Well, not technically the
with
woods,
just
but
him and some other guy guarding it. So what's so flannel? I love a good heist.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin with all the things we just said and all the things.
Here's how we're going to begin.
Okay.
Say it ain't so, Hoda. I can't deal with it. I just can't deal with it. I just cannot believe this is the last time I'm going to be here with you.
Oh.
But it's appropriate. We're wearing purple.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
We'll talk about The Sticky, which is really funny. And no, it's a true story. It's a really weird, dark comedy like Fargo, and it's funny and great. And Margot Martindale is great. It's on Prime now, and people love it. When I did The Bear, Io Edebri, who plays Sydney, was shadowing the director, Chris Storer, because she was going to direct an episode. She did the episode with Liza that is spectacular in season 3. When we did the scene at the dining room table on the Christmas episode, she came up to me, and I had told her that I like direction that's really simple. Hotter, colder, faster, slower. I even like colors. And so I did 2 takes of the scene, and she came up to me on the third one, and she said, whispered in my ear, purple. And what she meant was, she's wounded. Purple is a wound. So I have a wound today with you. We are both wearing purple. I'm a little sad, and yet I love you. I heard you on the phone with your daughters this morning, as I've heard you on the phone every time I come here at 7:22. You FaceTime your children. You are an absolute treasure, and we are all going to miss you here. I can't imagine this place without you. And yet, so that's what I needed to say. Watch this. I'll plug it. Watch The Sticky. It's really good and funny and great. And
but can we talk about? First of all, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for my note that you just gave me that was sent to my house.
I sent to your house that never got to your house in September, I believe. The postmark. Yes, it's September 28th.
And you know, can you read it? Because I'm not going to read it.
Read it.
Read it. Read it. It's 8 words.
It says, Hoda, the long and winding road. Where you go, my hand in yours, bravo. It was when you had announced that you were leaving.
Okay, let's talk about you. Thank you.
Oh,
by
why?
The way, because
I talk about you all day long. I do is talk about
what you just did here with me is what you do always, and you did it in Sticky too. Okay, yes. So you were offered the lead role in this.
Yes, I was going to play the part that Margot Martindale plays in the show, and then something happened, and then I wasn't available, and then they bought the show, and then they said, do you want to do it? And I couldn't, blah, blah, blah.
And you said?
And I said, no, Margot Martindale needs to do the part, because she is the right, and she's brilliant.
So this is the theme of your life. You had this role, and you said, I know who could do this. And you reached out to a woman who's an incredible actress, but who sometimes doesn't get top billing.
Yes.
And you gave her top billing. Then, fast forward, Pamela Anderson in The Last Showgirl. Pamela Anderson's cast in this, and they call you and they go, hey, Jamie, do you want to be in the show with Pamela? And you said, Pamela Anderson is in it?
Pamela Anderson is in it.
I'm in it.
I need to play her bestie. I need to play her ride or die. It's a beautiful movie. It's called The Last Showgirl. It opens in Los Angeles on the 14th of this month and nationally on the 10th of January.
Every interview I see about this, and I've watched them with you, you talk about her. That's what you do.
You know what? We have underestimated Pamela Anderson. I don't know if you watched her documentary. I watched it last night for the first time. I knew nothing about her except that I understood she was an artist. And I understand what it feels like to have yourself put in a box and saying, this is all you can do. And I just loved that she was more than we know she is. And boy, is she more than we know she is. She's exquisite in this movie.
Just by the way, thank you for cheering on all the women,
you know
myself included, and Pamela and Margot and everybody, and Lindsay Lohan in and come on, Freaky Friday. We're all waiting for this.
We did a little sneak last night.
And
I got very nice notices from all of my producing friends. Yes.
So tell me.
I'm not telling you nothing because I'll be back here, but you won't be here.
Okay, all right, fine. Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you privately offline.
But you're pleased with it.
It's fantastic.
And
it checks every box that you would want. It has the nostalgia of the original movie with Pink Slip and Chad Michael Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, do women love Chad Michael Murray.
For sure.
And it has some new elements to it. You know, Lindsay, we couldn't have made this movie until now because Lindsay had to be old enough to have a 15-year-old. Oh. Because, of course, she has a 15-year-old.
Right. You had to wait for that.
So I'm now a grandma.
Okay, so we're coming up on a personal milestone in your life.
Yes.
You are about to celebrate how many years of marriage?
40 years of marriage. 40 years married to Christopher next Wednesday. But look at me. I'm like the most immature. Ask your crew. I am the most immature guest you've ever had. So how is it possible that I am married 40 years? I don't understand it.
Do you guys just keep growing together? Like, what is it?
You know what? It is that. Yeah. Ultimately, Chris wasn't a director when I married him. I wasn't a writer. Yeah. Chris wasn't a producer when I married him. I wasn't a producer when he married me. We have grown into these new jobs that we've done. He still makes me laugh more than any human being, and I'm sure there's something about me that he likes. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's something.
Okay, I just want to say thank you.
I want to say thank you. You have truly changed this place, this house, this group of people that love you, and you are going off for all the right reasons. And you're going to take all of us with you. And whatever you do, know that you have this family with you. But you are a beautiful human being. And this show is better for you being here.
I love you. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Happy holidays, everybody. We will miss this one.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.